but we do have a question here. It does have to do with something that everyone can learn from. That question is, Mom died. She's attached to the body. And how do you do that? What do you do with it? How do you get her out? Okay, so if you're going to try and do it yourself, then you have to release all agreements and contracts that have allowed her to come into you. When you understand that we have what I call it soul dancing, we're soul dancing with all of our family, with our friends, our beloveds, all our soul family, you know, we have interactions with, and we've made agreements. Okay, so on some level, she wouldn't be able to be in you if your soul levels hadn't allowed it in. So you got to release agreements and contracts, and then you might need to find out, you know, why is she there, and then also connecting directly with her spirit and asking her, you know, why is she here? She needs to go. So basically, it's an unraveling. Like if someone comes into the body, there's usually a reason or cause. There's some kind of emotion involved. So that emotion, you have to find out what that is. Why is she wanting to hold on? What is she hoping, wanting, needing from you? Okay. So these are things that you can do on your own. But sometimes when we have an emotional attachment, or we are emotionally involved with someone, which we are with our parents, okay, then, you know, we might need the help of someone else. So if you're not able to get her out, then I would encourage you to, you know, get help from someone who knows how to take people out, okay? But again, if you're wanting to do it yourself, you know, you can. You know, it's basically, again, like I said, you have to find out what's the attachment, what are you holding on to? You know, you might think that, oh yeah, I want her out, but unconsciously, maybe you want her there for some reason, okay? So that's what you also have to find out is, you know, what part of you is still holding on, okay? So again, it's an unraveling. Everything is an unraveling, people. Clearings are about unraveling. All your emotions are about unraveling. All your interactions, the dance that you're doing with others, it's always about finding why, the cause, and unraveling, okay? All right, so today, again, is Q&A. I just want to do a little reminder today, group clearing that we have coming up in just under an hour. That group clearing is the Bloodline Series. Okay, so the Bloodline Series today is heal your ancestral rage. What that means is, think about it, you know, you got energies that are coming from in your blood. Okay, it gets anchored into your DNA. When there's traumas or there's any kind of intense emotions, those energies get into the DNA, the DNA changes, and then it gets sent down into the bloodline. Okay, so if you've got that kind of energy in you, you might want to get in on today's clearing. Okay, so clearing out all that intense energy. Like I said, it's a 4-part series. The Bloodline Series, 4-part. Today is on ancestral rage, and then on Sunday, they kind of go hand in hand. But on Sunday is that soul system upgrade. Okay, that'll be happening Sunday. You may want to get in on that because that's like major. The power of that clearing is really awesome. So just welcoming people that are starting to show up. And again, today is Q&A. Again, you know, it's like I'm not really doing personal questions. Like if you're asking something about yourself, like, you know, that's not what I do. But, you know, this is Q&A for all kinds of, there's so many other kinds of questions, okay? Massive amounts of questions. So, again, today is the Q&A. But while I'm waiting for questions, I'm just going to share even more about the group clearing that's coming up. Hang on a second, we got a question here. What is this? Okay, so Rhea's got some good stuff. Okay, hang on. Let me get here with Rhea. This mountain. Okay, was that part of activate third eye? These mountains like can cause some kind of positive dimensions. Okay, so Rhea, you got a couple questions. Let me go ahead and just answer them as. Okay, so hang on. Here's one. Okay, Mount Kailas, portal to activate third eye. Are these mountains like Mount Kailash, Glastonbury, portals to the dimensions? No, not necessarily. No. Okay. When I look at these, like even, like the different areas that you're talking about. Okay, hang on. Yeah, so what's happening, here's the thing. Back in the day, we were opening portals, people. Okay, well, we still open portals, sorry. But back then, when they were really creating these, these areas, like even when you think about, Stonehenge and different areas that were like places where people were gathering. So they opened portals, but that doesn't mean that those portals remained open or that they're still open. Okay, so when I check in on your question about opening your third, no, I'm getting a no on that. Okay, you guys, here's the thing. I track energy. I know how to track energy. I know how to go to find the answer to questions on energy. Okay, so when I'm asking, I'm looking, I'm going direct, and that's where I start to get the information. But I also get images, pictures showing me, like I just described, that we used to open all these portals. We still open portals. We still open and close portals. Okay, to this day, but that's not like an organically natural place that will open your third eye. That's not what's up. Okay. Again, people might have some experiences feeling activated, but it's not specifically activating your third eye, nor is the energy still as, like I said, it was created like people would do different things. Like, for example, we can go somewhere and open up portals, or we can sit right here. I can open up a portal right here. Okay. But, that portal is also going to be dissolving and disintegrating unless I'm maintaining a permanency to it. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. So today, in less than an hour, is the beginning of a clearing on Ancestral, the Ancestral line. It's a 4-part series. This is I think this might be the third part. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But it is the Bloodline Series. Today is about healing ancestral rage. Okay. I was just saying how when we got, let's just say way back in your bloodline, anybody's bloodline, you've got people that were, in some way severely damaged, severely harmed. They can anchor in a revenge, a hating, and an anger for being the injustices. Many people have a lot of anger and rage around the injustices, and so what's happened is in the past, so your family, someone had some kind of thing happen. Maybe it's an injustice. Maybe it's some killing, oh yeah, causing harm to your family, hurting your family, you know what I mean, raping your daughter, whatever. We're talking rage, okay? Again, your emotions get anchored into your DNA and it changes your DNA. That DNA gets, bloodline goes right down into all your subsequent families, all the people birthing from that particular person. So the bloodline, today, I am going to go very deeply into the unraveling of that rage, going back through your bloodline, finding where it began, and unraveling that energy so that it can will shift and change your DNA in your body right here today so that that energy no longer exists. The thing is if you've got family, you've already got kids, that's not going to change them unless you call them into the clearing. Okay, so if you bring them in, they'll get the benefit. If you don't, they won't. Okay, but again, it's like today is clearing ancestral rage, and then on Sunday, the soul system upgrade. If you're not familiar with that, this one's like blowing my mind how powerful it is, because my team figured that they're the other ones who come up with these ideas, and they came up with this idea about let's clear the body as though it's like a computer. Okay. And so what's happening, they're giving me all this information. It's helping me to sense things deeper and to relate to how the computer works and how the body works and how we can start clearing those energies. So today, it's part 3. We're going to upgrade your operating system, okay? So that means I'll be clearing stuff out, but upgrading your energy to a higher vibrational frequency, okay? That's on Sunday, okay? Okay, hang on. Okay. And then also, Ria was asking, are all our chakras portals to higher consciousness? No. No, they're not. Um, the chakra system, you know, I mean, yes, it's there's a lot to it, but it's not, you know, it's not like a portal, people. Okay, everyone has the chakras. They're like energy. They're like energy frequencies. Okay, they're in the body. They're connected to a channel. You know, there's actually they actually go in both directions, but we focus on the directions from the front of the body. Okay, but they're not really portals. Okay, they're energy frequencies inside of the body that also hold your carryover, all your past life stuff, whatever you didn't let go of, whatever you didn't heal. Okay, it's all there. It doesn't just go away. It comes into your soul imprint. You carry it forth. You come into a body. You got your chakra system, and then that chakra system is just, it holds all the carryover from what you've lived. Okay, all the emotions, the angst, the traumas, the crisis. I mean, this is why, you know, imprinting, the soul imprint, you're carrying all this stuff over. That's why, you know, if you really want to be done with stuff, you got to do your emotional work so you're not carrying this stuff again. It's the emotion that's causing you to carry over the angst. It's very basic, very simple, but that's what's happening. Okay, I've been tracking people for over 40 years, worked with thousands upon thousands of people. I know what works and what doesn't. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. This is good. Okay. People, you know, I don't know where people come up with these things, but okay. So there's something that's supposed to happen on August 12th where the Earth will lose gravity for a few seconds, but they're expecting millions of casualties and deaths. Sorry. Okay. So people, just so you understand, I go direct. I'm not asking, you know, other spirits. I'm not connecting with other spirit guides. I go direct into God creator consciousness. Okay. When I ask these kinds of questions, I go up, I ask, and I get immediate knowing. Okay. So no, people are not, this is not, no, millions of people, there will not be casualties. It's, you know, it's another man-made thing. Okay, think about, remember when we were moving from 1999 to 2000, they were telling everybody everything's going to crash, you know, everything's going to fall apart, blah blah blah. Made a big old thing about it. Nothing happened, right? Same thing. Okay, is the Earth really going to stop for? No, that's actually not going to happen. The Earth will not stop for 30. It's not. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but that's not also not going to happen. Lose gravity. Oh, I'm sorry, lose gravity. The only way to lose gravity is the spin. Is it going to lose gravity? No, it is not going to lose gravity. Okay. Okay. You know, someone asked last year, you know, a few months prior into the year, oh, they heard aliens are going to be contacting us. It's going to be well known. And I checked in. Nope, it's not going to happen. Okay. Did it happen? No. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Is it going? Okay, can you talk more about the super consciousness and how we can work with that? Your super consciousness is the highest level of who you are before the oneness. Okay, so think about this. We have the consciousness, which is everything. God creator consciousness. It's everywhere, it is everything. There's nothing but that, okay? And when we seemingly separate from that consciousness and we come into our own physical, like these are our little fingers of all the different peoples, okay? We're still connected to the all that is. We just don't know it. We're not remembering, okay? But that consciousness, there's different levels of us. We are multifaceted, multidimensional beings, okay? So we have like the super consciousness, the God self, the oversoul, the higher levels, incarnating levels, and then then the physical body form that our soul lives in. Okay, so the highest level of us is that super consciousness. So that part of us, I can tell you right now, I know you think you want to go up there and be hanging out with that part of you, but it won't mean you won't understand it. the vibrational frequency, the level of awareness is so vast that you won't be able to relate. So, the best you might hope for is go hang out in there, like take your awareness and go right up into that super consciousness and just be there. Okay, just be in that. But you're not going to, it's not like your higher levels where you're going to have some kind of communication and it's going to be talking to you. No, that part of you is almost like the all-knowing. It's almost the same as God itself, okay? The unknowable. If you think you can know creation, you're delusional, okay? So, but that vibration is so high. But again, take your awareness into it and just be there. What it will do is it will start to help you to awaken more. You know what I mean? It's like when you sit in the energy of a high vibration, it hits the inner part of you where you are a high vibration, where your God creator consciousness is. Okay. So it's kind of like being in the presence of highly evolved people, right? When you're in their presence, they hold a vibrational frequency that you are in that energy. So it's like a vibration, and it hits your energy, and then it awakens something deeper inside. So by sitting in your super consciousness, that's what will happen. Okay, it'll be awakening things in you. You're not going to be communicating like a good friend. It's not up. Okay, that's a consciousness. It's not like a person. Okay, so to think that you'll be, hanging out with your super consciousness that's not what's up. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Will AI take over all human jobs and human minds? And no, that's not what's going to happen. Okay. I know it looks like we're moving in that direction, but there's other things that are also going to be happening globally where the focus will be different, and we're going to be hitting a place of more survival, basic survival stuff, and yeah, the AI will be taking over jobs, and seemingly, yeah, it looks like it's going to just be taking over everything. They'll clean your house, they'll wipe your butt, whatever. There's that piece that, to some degree that will be happening for some, but more importantly is like the energy frequencies that are coming because of we're trying to shift from into the new paradigm, okay, fifth dimensional being. So we're still working into that. We're still moving through that. So the whole AI thing, yes, there's going to be massive things happening. What's happening now is like mind blowing. You know what I mean? But ultimately, no. Okay, yeah, I just was shown an image. A lot of these devices, of these robots, I see them just massive amounts of them just in warehouses going nowhere. Okay, that's because other things are going to be happening. That's going to take the focus away from that. Okay, which is probably a very good thing. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Okay, echo. What? Echo during the current. Oh, when I say echo, I'm echoing out something. What I'm doing is I'm echoing an energy out into all time, space, dimension, universe, galaxy, lifetimes, realities, black holes, parallels, realms, all existence. Okay, so that's what's happening. I'm echoing an energy so that it's going everywhere. Okay, that's what I mean by that. Okay. Okay, and then this one here. All right. How can we connect better to our knowing? Are there any tips or tricks? Is this something we just need to practice? Okay, so here's the thing. We're all born with the knowing. We all have it, okay? What happens, though, is as we're growing up, we're listening to other people telling us we're not feeling what we're feeling, okay? We're not seeing what we're seeing. You know what I mean? It's like we're being negated, okay? Like you fall down and hurt yourself. Oh, stop crying, you're not hurt, okay? Or, oh, Stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about, blah, okay? So there's all these things that we started learning really early to not pay attention and listen to ourselves, okay? But we still have it. Basically, the knowing is coming from our own higher levels. It's coming from our God self, our oversoul, super consciousness, okay? That's where it's really coming from. And when we got a lot of wounding, that can also interfere with our knowing, okay? But basically, if you really want to start connecting with your knowing, reconnecting, connecting with your knowing, every time you get any kind of sensation that is some kind of guidance, it comes from within, okay? It's not coming from your mind. It doesn't drop down in awareness. It comes from within. You feel it inside, and it comes up into your awareness. That's your knowing. So it's happening, but you maybe haven't been paying attention or listening, okay? So now you want to intentionally listen. So let's just say you're driving and you go, okay, I want a parking spot. I want a good parking spot. And then you put that out there, and then just, you might have some kind of sense or feeling within. Your mind's not going to be involved, but you might just all of a sudden think, oh, I'm going to turn left here, okay? Because you had some kind of impulse, some kind of sense to do that. So the more you listen to those little impulses, those little senses, for example, and a really easy one is you go to the grocery store, walk down the aisle. Oh, you look at bread and it's something, you just have this feeling like you need bread. And you go, no, I don't need no bread. Oh, you get home and, oh, you need a bread. Okay. That happens. That would happen to me a lot back in the day. So it's these little subtle things, people. It's a subtleness. It's a subtle energy. You're not going to make that connection happen by forcing or trying to think okay, I'll listen, but you don't even know where you're listening. You don't know what you're listening to. But basically, you can also do things like connect with your own higher levels. Okay, you can do a little meditation where you close your eyes, take your awareness up above your body, about almost 2 feet up. There's your energy right there of your higher levels. So if you go there and you ask, show me, present. I want to meet my own higher levels. Okay. Now, your higher levels don't really have form, but they will often present in human form for you. Okay. Otherwise, it's just consciousness, but it can present and can show up as light, just energy, frequency, sound, whatever. But take time and start being with those higher levels. You can communicate with your higher levels. Okay. You can meet them, you can connect with them, you can have conversations. Like when I got scammed, I was on my drive out, and I tell them, you didn't have to sucker punch me. And they go, oh yeah, we did, so communicating, start opening up that communication. When you do, more knowing will happen because they're the ones that are going, turn left. Don't walk down that alley. Danger, danger. Okay. So you can do those kinds of things. Connecting with them. Intentionally connect with them. Okay. Get access to third eye gifts. Heart healing. Not necessarily. You can be able to you can be able to sense things clairvoyantly and still be completely damaged emotionally. Okay, that's not going to affect your abilities. Your ability to see energy, hear energy, smell, taste, know. The people being emotionally damaged doesn't block that. Okay, so. Accessing your third eye, it's just a matter of if you're not already getting images, then you can do practicing of mocking up an image. Okay, for example, if you mock something up, let's just say, okay, I want to start opening up my third eye. I'm not seeing things, but I want to. Okay, well, I'm going to do practice. Okay, so then I start mocking up. Mocking up means I create an image, whatever that is. Let's say I want to look at, okay, I call forth a tiger. Oh, there's a tiger. Okay, now I'm going to blow that energy up. I send the energy, blow that image up, boom. What I'm doing is I'm clearing out the energy, the blockages, the debris in that third eye, and opening up the energy. And then I practicing doing that. I'll keep blowing images up. Then I'm going to start asking, show me. Now, rather than me mocking up, now I'm asking, show me. Okay, so now I'm saying, okay, I want to know something about my husband or whatever. Okay, why is he so angry? Show me why he's angry, why he's got rage. He doesn't. I'm just gonna, anyway. So then maybe something will present, some kind of image will present. Okay, it's from my interpretation based on who I am. Okay, that's what's going to happen with your third eye. Your information will be based on your knowledge, your awareness is what you've lived, so that you can relate. Okay. So again, it's just like, and then when you do get energy and information, you have to speak it out, and then more information will come. But, awakening that third eye is something you can do. Reawakening. Okay. Reawakening that third eye. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. So no, you don't have to worry about healing. I'm telling you, some of the most damaged humans are do psychic work or see stuff. Okay. Clearing you did on you off demonstration for me. Oh, what? Hang on, what? Okay, what is that? The clearing you did on you well. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, okay, help me with the family court appointment the next day. It was a blessing. Yeah, you guys, it's awesome because I did something different. Like, yeah, Rhea, I think, what I did, remember I called in the light print and I lit everybody up? What that did is it showed me even more. So now I'm going to be doing that today. I'll be doing it on Sunday, and I'll be always doing it because it just brought even more information to me. It was really cool. Okay, let's see. Yeah, tricks. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Okay, let's see here what we got. Okay. Okay, so we got, okay, yeah, this is a good one. Okay, can you explain forgiveness and if we need to? Okay, here's the thing about forgiveness, okay? Everywhere it's like forgive, you need to forgive, you need to forgive, you need to forgive. Okay, if you could, you would, right? Okay, really? Okay, so what happens is we have something happen, something, some kind of angst happens, and people hurt us, seemingly hurt us, and we feel victimized, and then then we can't forgive. You stole from me, you took my partner, you killed me, or whatever, okay? So we have all this angst. It's the emotional energy that doesn't allow us to forgive, okay? Clear out the emotion. Like, let's just say, for example, let's just say that you got an anger with somebody, or you keep spinning a story and you want revenge or punishment. So rather than focus on that, focus on the emotion that's lit up because of that event, because of that person. Go through that emotional angst, go through the pain of it, the anger, all of the emotion of it, and your body will let go of that person. And forgiveness is organic and natural. There's nothing left. You're no longer holding anything. That's how we do forgiveness. Okay. If you're trying to make yourself forgive, you're going to try and override emotions. Okay. Now you might be able to do it for a while, but something's going to activate them and they're going to come right back up. So you might be feeling like, okay, yes, I forgive you, da 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 da. Then something else happens. It hits that same kind of angst inside. All of a sudden, you're back where you were. Okay. So if you want permanent change, you have to heal and clear the emotion. When you do that, you organically, naturally forgive. You stop holding angst, you stop holding revenge, retribution, punishment, all that stuff. Your body relaxes. You're no longer in some kind of angst because of that, because of the, wanting to punish someone. You can't forgive, okay? Yep, doing your healing work, that's the key. Yeah. What is that? Yeah, there's a replay on UL for sure, you guys. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. Does this work to forgive people that hurt people I love? Yes. Okay. Here's the thing, people. Everything is about your emotion. All the carryover, why you recreate the same old things, is from emotion. Okay. Heal your emotional reaction to the people who are hurting those you love. Heal that emotion, and you will be in a state of neutrality. You'll see things differently. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. Okay? Oh, what's her saying? Oh, okay, just so y'all know, if you want to get in on that You Will thing, it's here. Replay of You Wealth is there until the 28th. Okay? So you guys, it was a phenomenal thing. Oh, check this out. A woman had the thing, I forget what it's called, that eye movement that, where it moves. And she's been struggling with it and trying to, doing all kinds of different things. So I did some clearing on her, and immediately her eyes were different. And then she sent in another email saying that, thing it's like it's not happening anymore. Okay. So people, it's all about finding what's the cause, whatever that is. Okay. I don't care what it is. You got illnesses, diseases, cancer, you got whatever. It's all based on an emotion, okay, from past lives. Clean stuff up, people, and miracles happen. Alrighty, so I'm going to get going. We got a group clearing today. It's an ancestral clearing. Heal your ancestral rage that could be that's coming through from way back. And then on Sunday, just a reminder, on Sunday is the next part of the soul system upgrade, and it'll be upgrade your operating system. So these are potent, powerful, awesome. So take advantage. No story, just healed, clear. All right, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you in a little bit, half an hour.